Alright guys, back again for another review. Big Tom.
Damien.
Today we're going to be doing the first ever DNA 30 SVB mod.
Yep, our friend Nigel of Soul Vapor Baby Mods and Soul Vapor Baby on UKV has done himself a box mod with the DNA 30 chip in it. And yeah, you've probably seen our review of the Copper DNA 20, a mod that's made just by a guy in his bedroom, a good friend of ours. And you saw how much you loved, I loved that mod. Actually, we rated that as our favourite mod of 2013. Well, he's got the DNA 30 chips, he's bunged them in this bad boy, and off you go. You can now sub-ohm if you like, you can now risk your own life at 30 watts.
No fucking thank you.
Yeah. Now, for those who do know a lot about the DNA 30 chip, you already know what this thing is. For those that don't, the DNA 20 chip was sort of like the highlight of last year, to be the possibilities of vaping near to 20 watts. And now they've gone one step further and they've got the DNA 30. The DNA 20 chip though would not allow you to go below 1 ohms on your resistance for your coil. This now does. I mean, as a vapor anyway, I like a tank. I do like vaping dual coils on my rows at around 1.3 ohms, around 13 to 15 watts. I really enjoy that vape. Now, I can stick a quad coil in my rows and get probably about a 1 ohm resistance in it, and also then vape around 20 watts if I want to, without risking blowing the fuck out of my mod, out of my battery. Now, the good thing about SVB mods is he does a lot of different finishes as well, so it's not just exactly the same mod with a different chip in it. He's doing different finishes. I've actually had 3 of his mods so far to date. I've had the Copper DNA 20, I had the which was that nice copper powder coating by Martin. I also had the old Rusty, which was sort of like a grey bluey sort of design, and now this DNA 30, the first ever one, has got this sort of old silver design, which is like a silver veiny effect that he's done. It's a really nice sort of design, but it has got the DNA 30 chip in it. Now, there are 3 different types of batteries you can get when you purchase this. The mod itself is £150, and you do have to go on the list on UKV. I will put the list in the description so you can check it out. He's also got a Facebook group. And these are 150 quid, but you do have 3 battery options. Now, the first battery option is the long life battery, which he is put in standard in his DNA 20s, which is a 3400 mAh at 6.5 amps, which will basically, if you're a heavy vapor like me, do a day and a half, maybe 2 days of vaping around 10 watts. Now, he has a mid-range battery as well, which is at 2900 mAh, which is about a 10 amp load, which will last you a good day, and you can push it a little bit further. And it also has the big bad boy, the EFES Clouds, which are 2100 mAh, but they are a 30 amp turbo, and you can even go for 60 amps for about 75 seconds. Fucking hell. Yeah. So if you want to push your mod to 30 watts, if you really want to risk your life, then you can go for that third option. But I think 30 watts vaping on that, you're going to get about 2 hours play. That's about it. Now, with the first battery, the long life battery, you're not going to be able to push this thing to 30 watts. It just won't. It just will not fire. But you're going to be able to vape a good vape at around 15 to 20 watts for a good day, you know. The same with the mid-range. You're going to be able to push it a little bit further. But if you want to go 30 watts, if you want to go a low sub-ohm coil, then you want the third option, which is the EFES Cloud, the 30 amp battery option. Yeah, I mean, it's great to have all those options as well. It depends what you're after. For me, I'm happy to just keep vaping this like I would my DNA 20, but now I can start using a bit of dripper. I can start using some drippers. I can start going below 1 ohm if I want to. That is kind of what I will do with it. I can quad coil something now and vape it around between 15 and 20 watts and really pump out that flavour. But for those cloud chasers out there, for those crazy little motherfuckers, you can push this fucking thing to 30 watts. You can go as low as you want, really, about 0.1, I think, or a 0.2 sub-ohm coil on it. And really pump out the vapour. It's basically whatever you want to do with it now. So what we'll do now is we'll go down, we'll have a little look around the mod. You've seen it basically, the DNA 20 version, but I'll show you now the mod close up, show you the chip, show you the buttons, show you the powder coating design that Martin has so eloquently done, and then we'll come back and give you our scores. Safe. So here you have your old silver DNA 30 from Soul Vapor Baby, or SVB mods. As you can see, it's a lovely box mod here with a powder coated finish. This is the old silver version, so you have sort of like a silver vein effect over black, which is really stunning, really nice, a nice powder coating job there. This is a left-handed version made especially for me. Thank you very much, Nigel. So your button is on this side opposite the screen. A right-handed version will be on the opposite side, but you can flip the screen around. You have your 510 connection there, which is raised just in case you have an atomizer that doesn't provide its own airflow. You have your mini USB port at the bottom, and you have two light functions here. So when you are charging, the light will be red, and then it will turn to green when it's fully charged. It is a pass-through, so if it does run out of power, you can plug this in and vape away if you do not want to use a different mod, or it's your only mod. On the screen here, you can see you have your battery indicator on the side. You can see your ohm reading at the top next to that, and you can have your voltage reading below the resistance reading there, and obviously your power. And there you have it, 30 watts. And also you can see the ohms are reading below 1 ohm. This is 0.5, something the DNA 20 couldn't do. You have your two buttons here, your up and down buttons, and obviously your screen functions as well. If you wanted to flip the screen round on either version, whether you have a left-handed one or a right-handed one, you lock the device, which is done simply by going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The device is now locked. To unlock it, same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the device is unlocked. Now in order to use the functions on this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we lock the mod. Now if we hold the fire button and your up button, count to about 5 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe a little bit more, we switch the screen round to right mode, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the screen is fixed to the other side. To turn it back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We hold that down again. It will say right mode. And then it will switch back to left mode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you want to turn this screen off in order to save power, or you just don't like looking at it all the time, it's up to you. We lock the device, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we hold down the down button with the fire button, probably for about 8 to 10 seconds. It will say normal mode. Then it will switch to stealth mode. 2, 3, 4, 5. And now there is no longer any light coming from the screen, so you will save some power. We'll turn that back on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stealth mode. And we're back to normal mode. So we're back on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's unlock. Now, these do come with those 3 different battery options. You can have the 3400 6.5 amp battery, which will last you a good 2 days, but you will not be able to vape this really above the 20 watts, or definitely not at 30 watts. It just won't handle the power. You have a mid-range option, which is 2900 mAh, which will be about a 10 amp usage, so you can vape a little bit higher, or you can have the eFES Cloud option, which is the 30 amp, and you do have the option of 65 amps, but that for about 75 seconds. But if you are vaping around 30 watts up there, you will only get about 2 hours of battery life out of this. So yeah, it does have those 3 options from Nigel at no extra cost, which is really nice. Also, you'll get a 60-day warranty with this, so if anything goes wrong within them 60 days, you can send it back to Nigel and he will obviously fix it for you, but just charge you the postage options. Now, as you can see, I'm using the Exprimizer on here at 0.5 ohms, so we are in sub-ohm territory, and she works a treat. Something we couldn't do on the DNA 20. We couldn't go below 1 ohms. Now we can. Yep, it's a beautiful design. It really is a nice finish on the old silver. I do have a copper, I have had an old rusty, but this is by far my favourite finish so far. I do know that he's going to be doing some other options as well, like a red vein effect. Maybe he's even thinking about doing some more coppers in DNA 30 and some old rusty and various other colours that he is looking into. So you will be able to have a look and wait for the particular colour you want on UKV Batch. Just go on there. If you're not a member, you will have to join up, but I know there's a Facebook group for SVB mods now. Stunning, absolutely one of my favourite mods that I have ever owned. It is really nice. It feels good in the hand, not as big as you would think by the pictures. It fits really nice. You can now go onto sub-ohms. You can push this even further. £150 plus postage. It's a cracking device and it's a cracking vape. One more drag. So there you have the DNA 30, the old silver edition from Soul Vapor Baby or SVB mods.
Alright guys, so after looking at the DNA 30 SVB up close, it is exactly the same as the DNA 20, it just bangs out sub-ohms and it also will be able to capability to blow your fucking face off.
Yeah, up to 30 watts. You know, whereas the DNA 20 was pretty much the bad boy of last year, the DNA 30 has kicked off this year with a fucking bang. So if you're going to go that far, if you want the options, then you know, here it is. Like I said, you need to get on the list on UKV. £150. And he does different finishes on each batch, so it depends what finish you want. I know he has put some of the various finishes that he's going to be doing throughout the course of this year. He puts on the dates of when the batches are going to be released. Get your name down. 150 quid, a lot of money, yeah, a lot of money. But the quality of this, you do get a 60-day warranty with the DNA 30. You get a 90-day warranty with the DNA 20. He is still doing DNA 20 options at the moment. And yeah, I mean, he's a great guy once again. A guy sitting in his bedroom in bloody Sheffield making quality box mods, you know. It's a pass-through as well, it's a mini USB. You can also charge this with various mobile phone chargers, like a Samsung charger. I know for a fact that you can do it, I think for the S4, I think. Don't quote me on it, but I believe it is. You can check out on his list. Lovely coating, lovely design, lovely buttons, really good, you know, really bloody good. And now you have the option to sub-ohm, you have the option to use your drippers at your certain sub-ohm levels, and you have the option of pushing this power to the max. You know, absolutely stunning. Marks, mate.
Yeah, Marks, it's got to be a 10 all day long. The finish on it is beautiful, the chip. You know, you can't go wrong with the DNA 30 or the DNA 20 chip. So yeah, 10.
Yeah, it is really good. I love the old silver powder coating on this. I think it's a really nice device, and I think it's well priced for what it is. You know what I mean? You're going to be hard pressed to find something this quality around that price. And you know, also it's kind of like the first DNA 30 made in the UK and being sold in the UK at the moment. So, you know, well done to Nigel for getting in there quick and getting these bad boys done straight away. Top lad, you know, and a quality design, really, really top of the range for me.
Yeah, dude, it is. I think it is definitely the UK made. I think there's other DNA 30s, but it's definitely the first UK made DNA 30. Yep.
So, like I said, the link for the UKV thread is in the description. I will also put the Facebook page in the description. So, if this does interest you, you do want to take a gander at this, you are thinking about stepping up to the DNA 30, then go on there, try and get your name on the list, and send Nigel a Facebook message through his group. He always gets back to you, or he'll get someone else to get back to you. He's a sound guy, really nice guy, and it's doing well. It's taking off. You know, he's been making a lot of these. I see a lot of pictures online about them, a lot of people raving about them. UK made, do you know what I mean? There are similar box mods like this out there with the DNA 20 chip in it, but these are the UK ones. We can't get them in the UK, so Nigel has taken that upon himself to get us these lovely box mods with this chip in it. So nice one, bud. Love ya, and thank you very much for letting me have the first DNA 30 Soul Vapor Baby. I feel special.
You are.
I'm special. Thanks very much for watching this review, and we will see you after 30 watts. Stay safe.